my other members will going to discuss to you the types of chemical reaction. But first, I am going to discuss to you what is chemical reaction. So guys, what is chemical reaction? Chemical reaction is a process in which one or more substances. The reactants are converted to one or more different substances products. A chemical reaction rearranges the constituent atoms of the reactants to create different substances and products. So, another example is the combination of sodium with the symbol of Na and chloride with the symbol of Cl. This example reaction is represented by the chemical equation Na plus Cl. Na plus Cl is produced by what we call sodium chloride.
Everyone, my name is Reniel Jimby Gutierrez. After the discussion of chemical reaction, I will represent to you the types of chemical reaction. Number 1 is synthesis reaction. Number 2 is decomposition reaction. Number 3 is single displacement reaction. Number 4 is double displacement reaction, and the last one is the combustion reaction. This type of chemical reaction is the synthesis reaction. A synthesis reaction is a chemical reaction in which two or more reactants combine to form one. For example is carbon plus 2 oxygen, and it will reproduce as a CO2.
Another example of synthesis reactions are these. 2H2 plus O2, it will produce 2H2O. This is what we call the reactant, and this is what we call the product. As you can see, this number is represented as coefficient. Coefficient show how many atoms or molecules of substances are involved in the reactions. These numbers under the symbol are what we call subscript. Subscript indicates the number of atoms of the elements. This letter that symbolize G, S, and L are what we call gas, solid, and liquid.
Hello everyone, I'm Oliver G. Salaiso Jr. I'll going discuss to you the second type of chemical reaction. The second type of chemical reaction is decomposition reaction. Decomposition reaction, the reaction in which a single compound breaks down into two or more elements or new compound is called decomposition reaction.
Hello everyone, I am Kenneth Alantuan, and I will give you the example of decomposition reaction. This is what we call the product. This is what we call the product. And this number that we call coefficient. And this symbol is the elements of hydrogen. This number that we call subscript. And this symbol is the elements of oxygen. If we separate the product, it will be provide
Go.
2H2 plus O2 is that we call the reactant. Another example of decomposition reaction. 2Na2CO3. Na stands for elements of sodium, and C stands for carbon, and O stands for oxygen. And if we're going to separate the product it will produce. The reactant.
Hello everyone, I'm Lawrence V. Capbay and I will going to discuss to you the third type chemical reaction, which is single displacement reaction. A single displacement reaction, sometimes called single replacement reaction, is a reaction in which one element is substituted for another element in a compound.
Kinds of single displacement. One is cation displacement. Two is anion displacement. Zinc plus copper chlorine equals to zinc chlorine plus copper and reproduces to zinc chloride. Bromine plus potassium and iodine equals to 2 kBr plus 1 and reproduces to potassium bromine.
Hello, I'm George Sitao. I will going to discuss to you the fourth types of chemical reaction, which is the double replacement. Double replacement reaction, a type of chemical reaction in which reactants ions exchange place to form new products, usually a double replacement reaction result in precipitate formation.
Here's the example of double displacement reaction. First, we have AY plus BX. Then, at the right side, we have BY plus AX. So ang ginawa lang is ito magiging magkasama ito. Then, ito magiging kasama ito. So, magkakaroon tayo ng BY plus AX. Another example is this. K2SO4 plus BA close open parenthesis NO3. So, magiging kalalabasan niyan is ito ay mapupunta dito. Magiging coefficient. Then, KN, ito ay malilipat dito. So, magkakaroon tayo ng 2KNO3 plus BA. Then, ito mapupunta siya sa right side. So, magkakaroon tayo ng SO4.
I'm Daryl Joaceres. I will discuss to you the combustion reaction. A hydrocarbon reacts with oxygen gas. This is also called burning. Example, CH4 plus O2. It will produce CO2 plus H2O.
Hello everyone, here is the example of combustion reaction. The example of combustion reaction is this. In this left side, we have CH4 plus 2O, and the right side, we have CO2 plus 2H2O. This symbol is the element of carbon, H for hydrogen, O for oxygen. As you can see, the both sides have a balancing chemical equation. So this is the example of combustion reaction. Here is another example of combustion reaction. CH4 plus O2, and at the right side we have CO2 plus H2O. Mapapansin natin sa chemical equation na hindi sila balance. Here we have CH4 plus O2, and here is we have CO2 plus H2O. So, ano ang gagawin natin para maging balanse silang dalawa? The carbon element has a balance atoms. Pero dito sa hydrogen, magkaiba sila. So, ang gagawin natin is, i-divide natin ang dalawang subscript number. 4 divide 2 is equals to 2.
nagpapasalamat sa'yo sa lahat ng pag-aalala na ginawa mo sa akin. Lalo-lalo na kay General Mora. Wala ka nang marami.
So, itong 2 ay ilalagay natin dito.
Sigurado ako nagagaling siya kaagad.
So, 2 times 2 equals 4. So, balance na sila.
Ako ng mga gamit ko para bukas.
Dito naman sa left side, we have oxygen and has a atoms of 2, subscript of 2. Dito naman, we have 4. So, ang gagawin natin ay
Hindi ba dito si Carlo?
4 kasi 2 times 2 is 4. So, 4, i-divide natin sa 2. Ang kakalabasan niya is 2. Ang 2 ay ilalagay natin dito. 2 times 2 is 4. Then, dito, 2 times 1 is 2 plus 2, 4. So, we have a balancing chemical equation of combustion reaction. So, we have now the answer of CH4 plus 2O2, and at the right side we have CO2 plus 2H2O. Here is another example of combustion reaction. C3H8 plus O2, and at the right side we have CO2 plus H2O. We have carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Mapapansin natin na dito ay hindi sila balance kasi sa left side meron tayong carbon and have a 3 atoms, at dito naman meron tayong isa. So anong gagawin natin para mabalance sila? Lalagyan natin ng 3 dito. So mayroon na tayong balance, the C3 and the C3. Ngayon, dito naman, meron tayo sa left side na 8 hydrogen. Meron naman tayo sa right side na 2 hydrogen. Para natin sila mababalance? So, kailangan natin silang i-divide. 8 divide 2 is 4. So, ilalagay natin ang 4 dito. So, meron na tayong H8 sa left side at meron naman tayong 8H. Meron naman H8 sa right side. So, 4 times 2 is 8. So, next naman natin ay ang oxygen. Meron tayong 2 oxygen sa left side at meron naman tayong 10 na oxygen sa right side. So, paano natin mababalance ang oxygen? So, 3 times 2, ito times natin po siya, is 6. 4 times 1 is 4. Automatic na kasi siya na may 1 dito. So, 6 plus 4, kailangan natin siyang i-add. Magkakaroon tayo ng 10. Itong 10 is i-divide natin dito sa 2. So, 10 divide 2 is 5. So, ang 5, ilalagay natin dito. So, meron na tayong balance na equation, chemical equation. Sa left side, meron tayong C3H8 plus 5O2, or 5 times 2 is 10. So, meron tayong 10 oxygen, 8 hydrogen, at 3 carbon dito sa left side. Dito naman sa right side, we have 3 carbon, then 3 times 2 is 6, and 4 times 1 is 4. So, 6 plus 4, meron tayong 10 na oxygen. Meron na rin tayong 10 oxygen dito. Dito naman, meron tayong 8 na hydrogen. Dito rin, meron tayong 8 na hydrogen. 4 times 2 is equals to 8.